Hey guys, it's Phoenix. Today, Dinnerbone has christened us with the very first semi-official look on what we should expect with the 1.13 Minecraft update. First of all, this is not an official Minecraft post, but the thing is, I want to draw your attention to the title of this post. I know a lot of my viewers are map makers, so I'm trying to bring this video to you guys as quickly as I can because it's going to affect a lot of you who plan on working on very large Minecraft maps, which use a lot of the 1.12 features. Now, this is something you should really be focused on, and if you know anyone else who is a map maker, doing things like Pokemon in vanilla Minecraft, this is something that you should tell them about. You can see from the post, it's very much pertinent only to map making. As I've alluded to a while ago, I don't expect 1.13 to be a lot of featured content, so nothing other than map making. Going to be a little bit disappointing, I know, for a lot of you. Hopefully this will change. But here's a quick look at what's going to change in 1.13. So, as I talked about a while ago as well, Dinnerbone has confirmed that data packs will include advancements, functions, loot tables, and structures. So nothing crazy there, but a lot of these things that you already store in your folders will need to be moved into a data pack. And a lot of these data packs can be selected and deselected, like resource packs. But since resource packs are mostly client-side, and data packs are only world side or server side, it seems to me that these data packs will have to be shifted around within the world itself. More on that later as I scroll down the page. New commands or command changes. Most commands now will not accept capital letters in them if they don't have capital letters in them natively. Of course, that's probably all commands. So for example, if you have a capital letter in the objectives command, so you've mistyped something, that command will not work for you. So you have to make sure all commands are going to be lowercase. What doesn't make sense to me in this patch note is that it says lowercase is preferable wherever possible, but this is not allowed. So it seems to me this isn't even something to do with preferences, it's just something that's not actually possible anymore. This might be the case for some commands, but according to this dot point, it looks like objectives has to be lowercase. So not a big deal, just make sure you type them all in lowercase anyway. The /effect command has changed. It no longer accepts the old syntax. In fact, you'll have to go with the traditional effect give and effect clear. So this is going to be consistent with a lot of the previous commands. That's pretty good. Entity selectors, this is something that a lot of people will like. You cannot have things like C equals 0, L equals -10. So count 0 doesn't make sense, you can't have a negative level, and you can't have a game mode purple. So what this means is the command will fail. So it won't even select entities if it doesn't recognize it, so that's something that it used to do. So obviously this will be very good for people who are less experienced with commands. This is something that will be a failsafe. So if you mistype something, it's not going to cull every entity in your world. So that's really good. Coordinate selectors in your @E, or @A, @R, whatever. X equals 0 means it's going to be on the corner. It's going to be on the western corner, if I recall correctly. So X equals 0 does not mean it's on the center of the block. There's more talk about it at the bottom here. But every time you have an X equals 0, Y equals 0, or Z equals 0, just make sure you bear this in mind because this will change. Right now, I believe 0.5 doesn't even work, but it will work in the future. So make sure you have it highlighted somewhere or make a note of it. And also for game modes, make sure you use M equals C, or M equals creative, M equals adventure. Don't use M equals 0, 1, 2, or 3, because that's not going to be acceptable anymore. The command will probably fail in that sense as well. Okay, so this stuff already gone over. Data packs are now similar to resource packs. Just make sure you have the pack.mc meta in the very first folder, or the root. Now this is going to be pretty interesting. You can unload or select multiple data packs, and you can disable the vanilla data pack. Now, what I don't understand about this, and hopefully you guys can clear this up in the comments, by disabling the vanilla data pack, what does that actually mean? The vanilla data pack is, of course, the current state of the Minecraft game, so the current status quo. But by disabling it, what are you actually doing? Is it you only have one data pack loaded, and you're changing the entire way the game plays? Structure files are now namespaced, so you have something : default will be Minecraft : that's okay. And structures are now saved in a different folder, so it's in the generated structures folder and not the structures folder. And of course, the data pack will override anything that is in the current folder. And penultimately, commands will be much faster, much more faster, good job Dinnerbone, and efficient, especially functions. Of course, functions are now a lot more efficient, something that you should really strive to try and use. And here is, I guess, another debug feature for you guys. And finally, entity selectors can now take decimal values. Since X, Y, and Z now use decimal values and they don't center for you, it makes a lot of sense for R, RM, DX, DY, and DZ, which are, if you'd like to select a boxed area, you can also use decimal values there, which makes a lot of sense. So here is the very first look into 1.13. Again, I have to stress that it's going to be very map making oriented, which obviously is going to be troubling for a lot of you guys, especially all the people who don't really care about this stuff. But this is also somewhat promising for a lot of people who would like to work on maps, although a lot of these things will be changing. There's not a lot of consistency right now. And as we go along with optimization, I believe 1.13 will be the turning point in all of this. Now, I do expect this list to grow. This is something that is obviously a warning for us, and I think it's just a preemptive measure for constant updates in the future, because he wouldn't really be writing this list if he's not really just telling us that, hey, we expect a lot of these other things to be changing. But here you go. Here is a quick look at 1.13. I'll leave a link to this Reddit post in the video description for you guys to peruse in your own time. And all of the comments are, of course, a lot of complaints, a lot of appraisals. Up to you guys how you want to see this. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for more updates like this. Take care.